Hi everybody, it's Gail from Gail's Bookish Things. This evening I am going to swatch a few inks that my friend Marcy from Marcy Me sent to me, and I thought, as usual, I would like to take you along for the swatching. The first one we're going to start with is Dominant Industry Pearl Natural Green. I already have this in my TWSBI Eco Cement Gray broad nib pen, and I wrote ink samples from Marcy right there with that, and I also put the date. But let's go ahead and do a little swatching. I'm just going to use my Wankai dip pen, the back of it. I'm going to try really hard to just do a nice little swatch that doesn't look like a huge ink spill. There we go. Just something like that. This is on Cosmo Air Light paper. That is one of those papers that's going away, but I bought this notebook some time ago. So let's go ahead. Since this one's inked, I will just write the name of it here. It's Dominant Industry. That's a big word for me. It's such a cool green. I like this green a lot. It's coming out very wetly. It may just be because I just filled it, but I am feeling like I'm a fan already. And this is in the pearl grouping. I guess maybe they have a line of pearl inks. Natural green. It really does look like a natural green, doesn't it? Like just something you would see in nature. I find that to be very lush and almost like a nice green grass. Our grass does not look like that, but some people's lawn does look like that. Ours isn't bad, but it's a little burnt from the sun. And the next one I already have in my Opus 88 Blue Sapphire Demonstrator, which is a funny name because it's really not a demonstrator because you can't see the ink in there. Anyway, Colorverse Glistening Stars and Stripes. I thought that would be a super fun one for the holidays, for the 4th of July holiday. Colorverse. I really like Colorverse inks, or many of them. Some of them are a little light and a little dry for me, but there are so many that I find to be absolutely beautiful and wonderful writers. One of those that I mention often is Tex-Mex. Let's see, I can't think and talk. Stars and Glistening Stars and Stripes. This pen I got from a friend. We did a pen swap, and I have been super happy with this broad nib black Opus nib on here. It's such a juicy pen, and it's so pretty. I thought that this Glistening Stars and Stripes might pick up on the shimmer in here, and the cap looks as though it has a silver shimmer. Now this one is not inked with a sample from Marcy, but I did want to show that I have my Conklin Old Glory inked up with Pilot Blue in honor of the 4th of July. Trying so hard to be neat. If I could only get ink on the bottom of it, it would help. Isn't that beautiful? Very intense, vibrant, bright ink, but still like a deeper tone. I'm not sure the proper way to describe that, but the color is like saturated, but there's a pop to it. Let's shake this a little. You can see the shimmer there. It's a really fun summery color, I think. Makes me think a bit of Krishna's Candle Day. My friend Myra told me that has been discontinued. She had sent me a sample. And so I'm happy to kind of come across another color that's similar. That's such a fun name, isn't it? I like that. Campfire Crackle. Sailor Uramiku Suki Gokoro. How's that? Feels a little bit drier than some of these others. Let me get just a little more. Get a good sampling of that. Another of the Urameku, and this is Hana Gokoro. Let's take a little closer look. Give them a minute to dry. Getting some red sheen on the glistening one. And then if you can see, there's shimmer on the Campfire Crackle, like a lighter orange, almost like a rose gold, I feel like. And then, yeah, red sheen coming out on this one. And I'm liking that deep blue, bluish gray, it seems to me. I don't know. I am going to try really hard to do what my friend Donna does at South Shore Paper and keep the samples on the outside, so future comparisons you can just kind of bend that page over next to another. So I'm going to try to remember to do it there. The next color is Pelikan Edelstein Golden Lapis Ink of the Year 2024. I have not yet mastered the trick of the right amount of ink on these dip nibs. Sailor Urameku Date Gokora. Sure, I'm pronouncing that absolutely correctly. Very pretty. So let's notice that's going down purple, a blue leaning purple, I would say. Dark Lilac. We've heard a lot about this recently. Seems like this past winter, that was the conversation going. If this new dark lilac was the same as the old dark lilac, which I never had, but ooh man, that is a pretty purple. And my sample is getting bigger and bigger. We don't want that. And I'm spilling. Yeah, I see sheen coming out already. Dark lilac. It is super cool though. It just went on purple and then all of a sudden you see that really neat greenish sheen appearing. Let's try this one next to it, the Ferris Wheel Press Poison Envy. This is a little more pop. The purple is a little more vibrant. This is a little deeper here so far, but it looks like the sheen is starting to appear as this dries. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Wow, so pretty. Can't remember if I got the tip. That looks like a teal. And it's got some shimmer appearing. Looks like a blue shimmer. That's a really lovely name, and that is such a pretty ink. Okay, next one, Sailor Yukameku Zare Gokoro. Seems like based on the rim here, this will have some red sheen going on. Three more to go. We have Wearing Goals, Wuthering Heights. Okay, and then Sailor Meku Kokoro Uguma. Let's see what happens with this one. Oh, do you see this? These little dots are showing a red sheen. Ooh, it's looking like a dark gray. First impressions. Ooh, I'm loving how that's looking as that dries. Nice. I don't have anything in my ink collection currently that's quite like that. I like how that went down. Seems like a gray, charcoal, like a charcoal gray with a red sheen emerging. Let's watch that one and see what happens. Ferris Wheel Press, Hampton Harbor Sage. I do love a good green, so I gotta say. And those are kind of in the same color family. Like, so far, if I had to pick or got to pick one of these to have as a bottle, I would pick that one. But I think secondly, I would pick that one. This is our last selection. Thank you, Marcy, for sharing all these lovely inks with me. She also sent me some 4th of July journal things like washi tape and a couple ephemera type pieces and some adorable little flake stickers that are kind of journal themed. And so I'm gonna have fun with all that. Let's take a look at these and we'll kind of work backwards, but here's the Zari Gokoro, a murky blue with copper sheen. All my descriptives, I don't know if a website would describe them the same, and this is like a light gray teal with, it appears to be somewhat of a silver shimmer. And then a deeper, that's like blue, I'd call this more charcoal, as in just a lighter black with a rust color sheen, and the pooling on that is looking super neat. Very, very pretty. And then these we looked at, we have a copper sheen there. And the pretty shimmer. These are quite similar. The lilac, this dark lilac, has a brighter pop base color and a lot of green. This is a complex, I would call, ink, because we have this nice silvery blue shimmer on the base teal, but then there's a red sheen going on. Very interesting. Very pretty. And look there, good thing I put that blotter there. Here's the green again. The glistening stars and stripes. Definitely get the glistening and a sheen there. These I showed you, so I'll just not spend any more time on those. We'll see you all again soon. Take care.